No, funny when I get sweaty, I want to go back up to the city. Go back to the. No, they can't touch people. Now, on Friday, you're listening to me. Don't respond. The taxis are not having I had to turn around. Yeah. Now these kids and that other way to see about it. They're not always around ghosts being here for
And actually be busy. Yeah, exactly.
Just on the
Same time.
I'm gonna sit right here and you're all straight. Oh, yeah. As you said.
Yeah. Oh, there's your.
They refreshed it with your. I forgot anything.
No, it was all written.
You wanted to.
It's been on the floor, so thank you, it's very well staged. Thanks, yeah.
Well, if you save a chair for me, I can go back up. Oh, I'm just going downstairs. Then I'll be done.
Morning. You gotta keep doing them. Keep up that.
You know, I felt here. And I was in my back for a month now. I heard great things. Great. No, you guys.
You did.
Then I go for a 3 week service. She looks lovely. Like you, there's tax. In the hospital, in the ambulance, and I. It's so
Were you like this? What did you hear?
It's funny, I don't realize I give you the holiday. But I love life, like it's. So good to be here and see everybody again. I miss the youth fighting. I can't remember that. I have my. So. When I was saying, I was like, feeling your. And you. I know, but yeah, I have been pretty next time. It's cool. Then they're busy. All this stress.
Yeah, it's for the peanut gallery. Okay. I didn't even have my favorite 5 minutes on and I.
It's like, yeah. Here. I know yesterday. So, I'm in the process right now. I've been going to, this. And it's all. Oh, yeah, it's all. Yeah. I can buy some.
Right?
But I've had so many. And my son.
Hi, this.
And then I.
Melissa, you don't listen to that Zoom. We'll ask them to identify.
And second, you and I told them she was, and then, just, that's all, that's okay, remember. And usually I just last gone back up or even from my son had this other day, so we find, yeah, it's, and he just. Oh, and I said, look, he was fine, but she said, I'm here with that. I was perfect.
Yeah. They don't really see the whole house.
I started praying. And I didn't know. I still didn't know it. It was already in its thing. He said. She said it's why it's all. So it's like you're ready to throw it down. That's why. Said he was trying to get scammed instead of thinking something. And I never get it. So that right out because now he's still.
Yep. Hannah.
He's like.
Hannah.
Zoom answers for and they fold. Sauce, yeah, basically. From there.
Just say you have to 40, they can. You don't send them. Like that.
Another camera. Okay.
And I have been. I know like outside the song. There. And I do. So it's that like something on my list. But I have all these. Like I don't write about. The money we work for, you can reach out about it.
Yeah.
You just trust. And then they'll. Yeah. That's what they felt. That I over sometimes and some they don't want. Was her. I'm sure he said. Yeah. Oh, I see, in order for me to get. So much later. Your spray over there. And then all this, I mean, I say, and I was. I suggest.
That's like, you think much every day, you do different, I guess the lights break. I guess there's numbers, so you can do lights and stuff. Even now, we should try to. Oh, that's really great, but I'm gonna just. Oh, yeah, right. Right, or. I agree with you. But I agree with you. I look at trust in that.
Yeah. Structural patients, you know, trying to do like, oh, I'll get that out there.
do you think we should try and have a call with CNRL before Monday about the
Thank you, Little Creek Singers, for that opening song. I'm gonna call up Evelyn to do some comments from the co-chair. A recap of yesterday.
We just had it.
Bit of both, yeah.
Morning, everybody. I'm Evelyn, again, if you don't remember from yesterday, I apologize if my voice is shaky, I'm a bit nervous. So just for like a little recap of yesterday, I guess I'm gonna tell you how I felt about them. So I think I had no idea about all this politics stuff, not really politics, but like professional things that I didn't really know about. And it's kind of, it's a different point of view sitting up here than it is sitting in front of the people who are usually up here. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be the youth co-chair because I'm learning so much more than I thought I would, in all honesty. So I took home a lot yesterday with Deputy Grand Chief and Grand Chief's political reports. I actually understood what they were saying, so that was pretty cool. From our elders, I appreciate everything you always say, especially how much you show gratitude to everything all the time. It humbles me and it shows me how to become a better human. I'm sorry, I'm like, should have wrote this down. Oh, and good luck to everyone today as well. Both people who are running for Grand Chief, Larry and Joel. You are both very strong candidates and I hope you both do well. And I apologize for me stuttering. So now go, everyone.
So thanks, Evelyn. I think you're doing an awesome job as youth co-chair. Gaining a lot of really good experience too to be a future leader of your community of First Nations. Just a few housekeeping items before we get started, and I hand this over to Dean Sayers. Pinenega has arranged for community tours. So those are gonna happen tonight at 4:30. There'll be a bus that comes here. They're gonna take you around the community, show you their community. So if you're interested in that, please sign up. There's a sign up sheet at registration. Also a reminder, there's a dinner tonight that MVQ is hosting for all of the delegates. And as part of that dinner, there's entertainment too. There's going to be a band there playing some music. So everybody's welcome to come to that. So with that, for our selection process, I'll turn it over to Dean Sayers, our selection coordinator.
Good morning. I'm going to look about Good to see you this morning. Chiefs, council members, leadership, youth, college keepers. It's really an honor to continue with the ceremony today as we prepare to install another Grand Chief for the Association of Earth Island. We've asked the Spirit to join us here today, and we've actually asked the Eagles to come and look. And when we do that, it's part of our story when there was a time as the original peoples of the land that we had forgotten our original understanding, our original teachings. And the Creator was going to cleanse the earth. And it was the eagle that said, I'll find somebody, I'll find people that are still living this way of life, still making their sacred fires, still smoking their fires, still using their drums, still singing the songs, still looking after our responsibility. And the eagle flew around and around, and there was a certain time that we had until we were going to be part of this cleansing. But just at the last second, we saw people, a young child, parents, grandparents, sitting around doing what we're doing, still praying, still having ceremony. And that eagle shot up to the spirit world, and that eagle informed the Creator that there are still beautiful things happening. Our people are still fulfilling those original promises that we made to the Creator, that we made to creation. Those first treaties that we made with creation. And they say that we weren't the first ones that were lowered here. It was the animals and the trees that were here before us. And they had a very beautiful way. They needed help. And that's why we came here. Well, when we came here, we entered into treaties with them. Those were our first treaties. And in our language, we say, well, when demand you, and there is no word for treaty. It's promises that we make to each other. And that's what we do. We made those treaties a long time before the Europeans came here, before the settlers came here. We've been making treaties since we were lowered here from the spirit world. And we actually do that in witness of all of creation. Like I was saying yesterday, all of creation is so happy that we're doing what we're doing today. We're actually fulfilling what we said we would do. We're beginning that process by doing the beginnings, the descendants of government. So it's really nice to be here with you today. Nice with you today, to smile with you today, celebrate with you today, eat with you today, to enjoy the drum, the songs, and we're going to have some beautiful ceremonies that will allow for the spirits to charge and fulfill our Grand Chief, fill them with all of those beautiful things that we are as the original people. And all of creation is watching. All of the trees, all of the animals, all of the eggs, all of those beings are watching what we're doing. They are so happy. And we can call on them. If we have challenges in the work that we do, we can call on all of creation. They know what we're trying to do. And I used to, when I would go to the big cities and wherever I went around the world, as soon as I got off the plane, I would go to the tree. I tried to find the biggest tree around and go on top of that tree. I would hold on to that tree. What's I'm saying on there? I made it here. Can you let the other relatives back home that I'm okay, that I made it? And can you help me and guide me in the work that I'm doing here? And I remember many times, even I remember one time, Don reminded me yesterday, Chief Don reminded me yesterday, we went to the federal building, the Parliament in Ottawa, for one of those days in the legislature. And he was in line to get in front of me at one of those scanners where you go through and get into the Parliament. And we had our chief's hats, and he was ahead of me. And the security guard said, "Oh, you can't bring your hat in here. You can't wear your hat in here." And And Don was a little concerned with that because, we had our hats. He had his hat, but they stopped me. They wouldn't let me go into Parliament with my hat on. Remember that time, Don?
Yeah.
And he's like,
better than you.
and Don said to the people, oh, look at that guy going by with that turban on, but he's got his hat on, I'm gonna don't stop him, get out of here. But yeah, we have, I remember that day, going to the trees and outside and asking them to guide us in the work that we do. I think that was the day, there was nuns ahead of us too, there was a couple of nuns. And no problem, the nuns went in, no problem, and it was the nuns when they got into the Parliament, that they pulled out under their skirt, they pulled out these placards and they were facing. We were okay. We were diplomatic, but, good memories we had. But the spirits will help us, the spirits will help you. All of them are watching and listening, they're going to be reminiscent, they're gonna remember what you promised as the Grand Chief, as our next continuous in our leadership roles. Those spirits will help you. We have so many beautiful elders that can help you. We have knowledge keepers, we have the children, we have babies. We have everything we need to help us. All of those trees will help you, the animals will help you. Maybe you will see a bear right across the road in front of you. Maybe you'll smell sweetgrass. Those are little signals to help you in the work that you're doing. Not only the Grand Chief, the Deputy Grand Chief and our Chief's Council. You're all a part of this mechanism to help with moving the yardstick for our people. Your council, all of you. You can look to our ground, you can look to our way of life. Help you in the work that you do. I want to thank my friend there for sponging while we're preparing. And what we're doing is we're asking the spirits to take anything that we don't need, leave it aside. So we're of good mind while we're in here as we take these consultations, as we open ourselves to being able to have spirits assist us in this work that we're doing. Try to find that next hope person or representative for us. So while he's going around with the smudge, I'm gonna continue to prepare the pipe. It's almost ready to be set. And it's a good day to be with you today. It's a good day to see that staff. That staff got such a beautiful story that comes with it. It's so important to have that guide, to have that foundation with us today. And I remember in our village when that was being brought to AGA, that was quite a while ago now. Probably Big Drone and Hilda brought that here. Back in probably 80s. Maybe it was earlier than that, because AI has been in place since the 70s, but and it's been here. It's been working for our people. It's been representative and providing us with that foundation. So it's so nice to see that staff. Anyway, we'll continue with our ceremony and we're gonna sing a song. Then we're gonna get prepared to have our representatives, those that are putting their names forward, to join us here in the circle.
again, now, hey, oh, ah, ah. Hey, ah, hey, oh, ah. Hey, 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 oh, hey, oh, ah, ah. Hey, 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 oh, hey. Yeah. Oh, hey, oh, ah. Hey, ah, hey, oh, ah, ah. Hey, 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 oh, hey, oh, ah, 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 hey, oh. Stand again now, hey, oh, hey, oh. Hey, oh, hey, oh, ah, ah. Hey, 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 oh, hey, oh, ah, 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 hey.
Want to acknowledge our candidates here, Cole and Larry, and we're gonna invite them to face west. And I'm facing west, and we have everything facing west a lot of times in our ceremonies, because that's the door we go through when we go to the spirit realm. As we begin our journey in this world, we live our lives, we start in the east. And we go through all of our experiences in our life, eventually going out the western door. And when we call our ancestors to be participating, we witness, we face west, because that's where they are. That's where they'll come in. So we break the pipe that way, we smoke the pipe that way. We smoke the pipe with them in the west, and we face west, where the spirits can see us. I'm gonna ask our candidates to face the west, and maybe Joel, if you can be over here. Okay. And what we're gonna do is, we're gonna have another song. And this song is going to accompany you in your choice. And you're gonna be asked, those ones that have the lanyards, those ones that are able to vote. You'll stand behind your candidate that you prefer, and we will, wait for you to finish, and we'll sing a song 4 times through to give you time to contemplate and make your decision, okay? You okay with that? Okay, we're gonna start and make your way up and stand behind and line up this way. Okay.
So we also have some. Everybody keep facing the west. We also have some youth and voting delegates online. And we need to count their votes too. So I'm gonna ask that all voting delegates online, please turn on your camera.
How many are there, Jeff? There are.
There's 5 voting delegates online. So those voting delegates that are standing behind Joel Abram, please raise your hand. We have 4. Those voting delegates online that are standing behind Larry Salt, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you, online delegates.
Waiting for them. We wedge everybody, thank you all. We do have, a grand chief. And if I can ask you to join us in thanking Larry for, his commitment and his work to help moving the Arctic at AI, and thank him for his running. Let's give him a round of applause. Again, welcome back our Grand Chief, Mr. Joel Abrams as the Grand Chief at AI. All of those that were part of this election stand behind the Grand Chief. Then in this side, and we are going to do another song. We're gonna, and what we're doing, and we asked Larry, we asked the deputy, all of the chiefs, all of the council, all of our people in attendance here today to join us in this song. As we go around and we seek and acknowledge the beautiful decision that you made and celebrate with creation. We're gonna dance around the circle here for this song, okay? Everybody, and we're gonna ask the grand chief to maybe bring up, but sure, we were to let the moment once we grab our seats. I'm gonna invite the grand chief, but also use this fan. I'm gonna invite Grand Chief Abram to share a few words with you and thank you once again. This band that we're gonna. This band is from 1971. And it belonged to Dennis Banks. And Dennis Banks was a founder of the American Indian movement. And this came to me probably a couple of years ago to use in the work that we're doing to restore our nations. And if you recall, the American Indian movement was foundational, as was the Association of Iroquois and Allied Indians. The Association of Iroquois and Allied Indians was founded in 1969. This was 1971. And if you ever heard the Neil Young song called Ohio, and they'll mention the drums in Ohio. And what was happening at the time was Nixon had called the National Guard and they ended up killing people that were standing up for freedom, for peace, for kindness. And it was our relatives that made their way down, including Dennis Banks and Russell Means and many other Clyde Belcourt. They made their way down to Ohio. And they're mentioned in that song. It was against the law for us to do what we did here today at that time. And when you hear that song, next time you'll think about the work that we've done as a people to get where we are today because of people that were a part of AGA back in the day. And I see former Grand Chief Gord Peters here. He was around at that time, those days, back in the day, and many others that are in the room here. And it actually led to the Religious Freedoms Act in the United States in 1978, and other freedoms that we have today. So the work that happens at AGA and many other organizations is so important. It makes a lot of change. We don't notice the difference in the pretty middle, but there is a lot of things that happen. Even in the last couple of decades that I've been involved, there's been so many changes. And it's because of our leadership, it's because of the way AGA. I find AGA is small enough to not be afraid to say what's on our mind and make decisions that are out of the ordinary from other organizations across Canada and the United States and the world. We are cutting edge, so I really am honored and proud to be a part of AGA and to be a former chief of Botswana. We've been pushing the yardstick for many years, along with all of you from all your groups. So thank you, and ladies and gentlemen, let's once again welcome that Chief O'Labor.
Yamagoa, Igwech, Yamago, Anushik, everyone, and thank you for this privilege of serving another 3 years, AI, and I just like to, I guess first of all, just acknowledge what Dean is saying, and it's a good thing this fan was made in 1971. It's the same year I was made. How that you believe. But yeah, so anyway, so I really wanted to thank everyone for your participation today. I want to thank Larry for standing as well. You know, it's not easy to, you know, put your name out there and stand and to be able to serve. And that's a very honorable cause, no matter, you know, what the outcome. And I was fully prepared to, you know, shake Larry's hand if it went the other way and wish him the best of luck as well going forward. And you know, I just want to make sure that everyone knows that I'm here for every one of our member nations. Even if I had lost, I would still be wanting to work in some way with AIA to push issues forward. But as the Grand Chief, there's a bit more of an avenue, I think, you know, to do those things. So there's a lot of work to be done yet. And like Dean said, rights protection, it's one thing people have always been saying to me over the last day or two, is AIA is small but mighty. And I think that's something that we have to continue to do. I remember we're the ones under Gord's Gord led us that way with the framework for implementation and recognition of rights. You know, AIA was responsible for leading the charge against that framework, and our youth really led the way. I remember that morning on Parliament Hill when you guys were gonna have a rally, and then we got word, from that, one minister, I forget her. Wasn't Heidi, it was the other one. Anyway, she called us to her office in the morning and she, convinced us, or I tried to convince us that apparently they were gonna do legislation on it, so legislation was now off the table because, you know, partly I think a lot of because of what AI did and the youth in helping us lead that way. And we had the rally anyway. But that never stops the government though. We know that, if they can't do it in one fell swoop, they're gonna do it piecemeal. Which is probably what they're gonna try to do as well. So we just always have to be on alert, and it's a good thing it's eagle feathers, because I know, in the Haudenosaunee, there's a great tree of peace and the eagle's on top. And his job is to look far for dangers and to, you know, warn the people. And so I think that's partly what AIA's responsibility is to be that eagle, you know, on behalf of our people, is to warn of those dangers and to do what we can and then act upon what we can to counteract those things. So again, it's going to be an honor to serve, and I can't be express my gratefulness for the opportunity I've been given and that responsibility I'll take seriously. There's always room to improve, and those things I told you in those caucus sessions, I'm going to push for those moving forward. So again, now I'll go.
Which Grand Chief, but if I could ask the deputy Snake-Off, if you could come up and also share a few words before you guys go too far, we want here for one more moment after you're done.
Sago, everyone. It's good to see you all. It's really different being an observer and not a candidate. I mean, I was a candidate, but here I am giving you an acceptance speech, but I don't know. I think I'm accepted. Since nobody ran, you didn't have a choice. But just wanted to extend my appreciation and gratitude to all of you. Of course, to our elders that have been here with us, to the sacred items that we have in the room, of course, to our drum and our singers that are with us over the next few days, and of course the fire keeper. Yeah, I would say that there certainly is a lot of work to do, and really stepping outside of this process and being that observer, you know, we really need to work smarter and more strategic. So it's not about doing things harder or more, or taking new things, not necessarily new things are good. However, we do need to work smarter. And that's been my experience over the last, oh geez, I was making a joke the other day. I was like, I thought it was my third election. This is my fourth election. And I haven't served a full term. So I'm really excited for the opportunity to be able to do that. When I was first elected, it was during COVID. So the election happened much later. Ran in 2023 and was not successful, but came back in an interim capacity, and went in a by-election in 2024, and here with you in 2026 into the next 3 years. So it's really important that we, like I said, not only, you know, work smarter and more strategically, but that we look to our original instructions, because they are there. We do have those available to us, and we may apply these concepts, and we ought to apply these concepts in the work that we do and in the decisions that we make. And so I see this role, of course, you know, it is an opportunity for sure, but I see it as a responsibility. It is responsibilities, you know, squared. It is a lot of work, and I will say that. I think there are things that we need to incorporate, and that is more of our member nations' voices. It is our member nations, it is the leadership that will set our agendas moving forward. That needs to happen. The direction comes from your communities. And, you know, are things in our mission, I think that are really important that we need to remind ourselves of as we get our history lessons, you know, yesterday, we gotta have our history lesson today, and where our items come from, the people who have come before us. And we really need to channel that. We need to channel that energy. We need to channel those teachings, that guidance that's been given to us. And I really do believe that we can advance. And I know there's been a lot of talk, of course, recently, not only in our conversations yesterday and today, but also too over the last year around development and economic development and what that means. And I will say that it is time for our nations to prosper. We have opportunities, we have the tools, we have the knowledge, we have the expertise of everyone in this room and everyone in our home nations that can contribute to this work. When I was, I was a young mom, I was a young single mom. And I had my daughter when I was 18 years old. She was 9 months old when I started my undergrad in Thunder Bay. That's where I went, Lakehead University. Transferred to Western, packed up my daughter as a single mom. And I left because I was in an extremely abusive relationship. But you know what got me out was being economically independent, financially independent. And I think that applying those principles to our work and looking at how we can prosper as nations, I take those skills and those learnings that I have experienced, and that's the lens that I look at things. We can overcome, we really can. And, you know, looking, you know, to the theme, you know, I was pondering that theme. I know Grand Chief Abram and I were thinking about, okay, well, you know, we are always tasked with the theme. And I was thinking about the strength, about when we come together, we are strong. And when we have the opportunity to share and communicate freely, we have those spaces, we make those spaces, and we ensure that all of you are invited to that to contribute. And that really is what leads us with purpose and intention. So now, Goa, looking forward to the rest of our meeting together.
Which come up, you can come join us up here in front, we'll actually stand in the west. And, what we want to do is invite you, all of you, I know some of you have wanted to congratulate them personally, take their hand, power, give them some of that goodbye. So we're gonna invite you to come on up and give them a hug, take their hand, however you let them. We're gonna elbow, you know, this month. We want to empower and we want to build this group of good energy. Once again, very thank you for putting them so. Now we're gonna ask our elders to come and say a couple of words. All of us with, see Betty, oh, okay, right after that. Well, the branch chief and the deputy are making their way back to the seats. We're gonna ask our elders to come up and say a few words. Can you get all of them? Or do you want to do that? Probably have the microphone so that our attendees online can hear your words. Okay? You're ready, Betty?
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say congratulations, Joel, and also for Larry to letting his name stand. And I know that there's a lot of work ahead of you. Even Larry, even though he didn't win, but I know that he will carry on his work to work for his people as he's done over the years. I've known Larry for quite a long time as chief, and my late husband was on council, and that's when I first Larry as chief. So I know that he too will carry on his work that he does for his people. And congratulations to Larry that he, like, to say that he has his job cut out for him too. And also congratulations to Paul. And I know that he's got a lot of work ahead of him. Also to the deputy, like they're committed. And I've worked with Joel I've been Joel's elder for a few years, and he asked me this, are you going to be my elder for a few more years? And I said, I hope so. And I've really enjoyed being elder to AI as I travel with them, and I hear all the work that they do for our people. And I just want to say again, to congratulate them for all the work that they do to bring our nation to where they should be at this time. And also to Larry as he carry on his work too for his people. And again, congratulations to you too. Thank you.
Yeah, go. It's Gajija Yunga speaking, and I'm here in Tyndanaga, and I'm so grateful to the ancestors, you know, for the sacrifices that they made so that we can still have our way of life. And now go Larry for running, and I know, you know, I think about the leaders and the work, you know, that you do. And I have no idea what that really feels like, but I know it's a lot and a lot of responsibility. And sometimes it's very heavy on your heart as well. So now again, congratulations, Joel. And you know, it's a happy time, but at the same time, I kind of feel sad sometimes because our leaders, we have no idea what they go through and the heaviness that they carry on their shoulders, you know. And so when you go to open your mouth and say something positive rather than something negative, because again, we don't know what they're going through. So I'm just so grateful to be here. And when I speak and I introduce myself, it's not necessarily to you, but it's to the ancestors and to creation to let them know who it is that is speaking. And I ask them, use my body and my voice and deliver whatever it is that you want shared with the people. I give you permission to use my body to do these things. So I wanted to explain that because a lot of times the leaders, you know, I know that they trust in the ancestors to help them. So when they make decisions, it's not always right from our spirit. It's a spirit of the ancestors as well, trying to bring that forward for the better of the people. And I wanted to mention Dennis Banks and Leonard Pelche and different ones I was in Alcatraz with those people. So I know what it is to stand on the front lines and fight for our people. So believe me, there's a lot of things that goes on behind the lines that you don't see or even know what the people have been through, our people have been through. So again, I want to acknowledge those ones that have gone on now to the spirit world, but they're still here with us. Every so often, they come back and they visit us. And I know that without any doubt. And you know, I want to acknowledge the drum, because as soon as you start hitting that drum, my spirit starts flying. You know, I'm so grateful. You know, I'm grateful to those eagles and to those ones that come forward to help us. We have so many helpers out there and watching over us and helping us. We don't even realize it a lot of times. We just go through the motions, or we're so busy, we don't even see it, we miss it. We miss the gifts that we've been given. So, you know, again, I want to say now, go on Miigwech and any other language that's spoken here, you know, for all the hard work that yous are doing. Each and every one of you, just being here tells me something. So our way of life is still continuing. And the young people, I wanted to acknowledge some of the young ones, or the young people that are here. I'm so grateful, because I know that our way of life will continue through you. And so again, now, and congratulations again. Okay, now go everyone.
All over, again, Miigwech. I'm gonna make my way out to the fire. This room is full of our ancestors, full of spirit. And some of those have joined us specifically for this selection ceremony. So I'm gonna go out and thank them. Say, Chimigwech Kibajaya Hongiwe. Minute ago. Thank them for coming and send them back, but there's still going to be a lot of spirit here with you that have also been the way for the additional business that you will be conducting at the association's annual meeting. I want to thank the association, all of those that have asked me to come and have provided SEMA to help with this ceremony. And I give thanks for that. We will have a feast at lunch. We'll make a plate. And again, I want to thank you for this honor to help with this instilling of the Grand Chief and the Deputy Grand Chief. And congratulations once again to both of you. Chimigwech, I'll turn it over to the Grand Chief and the Deputy now to take it from here. Okay, and thank you for those online too for your patience with us here. Chimigwech.
Chimigwesh, the Dean, Yanko, Anushik, Yanko. For the Dean for being our selection coordinator and still being involved in supporting us in our efforts, throughout many years now. So thanks, the Dean. Okay, I think everyone's ready for a break. Right? And then when we'll come back, we'll do a motion to formally accept the Chief's Council for the next year. And then we'll continue on with some of our other business. But it's mostly fun stuff. So let's take it's a quarter after now. Let's try to get back around 10:30. Good. Thank you.
Yeah. So you guys think we should move everybody back? Yeah.
We can have the chiefs stick around for a little bit. We're gonna have a group shop. If we have the chiefs stick around, then we'll do a group shop.
People be coming back a bit later.
We're gonna make it a half-hour break so we can move the tables back. Hold on.
I don't know why I bring those. It's gonna, I think we're back and go to half an hour. Yeah, because. Right, yeah. We'll make sure you get a. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. Big effort. Yeah, it could happen, right?
I don't even know why I write notes and never use them.
I know. It's good to know that yourself.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like, I didn't even like reference that. Oh, are we getting pictures? Is that what I understood?
I'm not. No, so I answer. We want to what gets in here over time. One of what are well, yeah, just keep going. Just keep looking at it. That's what I was getting easy. But yeah, it was, I was so nervous. When you go to when you're nervous and you're outside, your growth. Right. It's a staff. So I just look at this. I know I think that, you know.
You know, basically, you're very sorry.
For that.
Oh, no, you did awesome.
Congratulations. I didn't feel right back.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, this was fine.
Are you going back to work?
Yeah.
Just popped in.
I just wanted to see that, but yeah.
Okay, is
But I read it online.
is Philana gonna stay too or? No?
Yeah,
I think
over there, I
she's gotta
think,
go
yeah.
back.
Oh, she gotta go back? Oh, okay, all right. Great.
Thank you. Yeah, we want to. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we moving like always trying to do the same one? Yeah. There's stuff downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, back row. I'll come together a little back. Little further back. Oh, we don't. Yeah.
All right. You sent us through each nation.
Yes, again.
Yeah. Try to get the third.
Yeah.
Don't forget. All done. It's one of us, the old. Okay. Oh, yeah.
You know, yeah, what's happening.
Want this one in there, guys?
I don't know, kind of weird, that didn't happen. Yes, what? You didn't give a floor. Well,
I got it.
oh, you just have to report out. Thanks, because you. Thanks a lot.
God, what job?
So we can really think.
I pronounce it.
Joey.
That's the name.
Oh. Well, no, I don't, no, just put that in it. So that's okay, because again, I wasn't. I think. Yeah. Yeah. And if we absolutely have to, I can try and get it off the line for you.
Actually, I'm not like that.
Very good.
Yeah, that's enough. See, it looked like on sun or something.
That's probably. Oh.
To just something like when you're the one shot. And then he's really.
This year, I'll do all I did on myself.
Yeah, right. Right, that's fine, same thing, I never heard of it. Oh, can you bring me a lunch? No, I don't want, you want to do.
Yeah.
You don't mind.
Wow, I was saying with. Someone told I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. No, maybe not, maybe when they bring them back. But I think that thought very much. I'm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking, see why you take me. I did. That was beautiful. What? Oh, it's just you. I'll leave it there so I don't wreck it. Yeah, I. This is cool. I was going back, maybe we'll come together and I don't, there's some of them living out there, so I'm looking at people in the life. I'm pretty sure I've seen this, because she's working with the whole. And then, I don't know, they decide that there's. Some of them. Have you got your life? Are you? You know, will he have no answer? What year?
Are you on board or? They always do the right thing.
Oh, I see, I see. No idea. Is it?
Oh, to do something?
No, it's. Well, I'll see, delegation. Well, we kind of, I don't heard, it's not worse. Everybody was just piling on signs.
Yeah.
Right.
Sending it to Roberta.
Oh. I don't like pictures of that stuff.
Mom.
First one, I know. I know. Yeah, the concept is kind of high all on one, so we just kind of put it. Something wants to, yeah. Don't. I'm just bringing it to a. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Just looking at.
Always say that way better. There's no chords.
Yeah, I'm gonna, she's just gonna listen.
Okay.
Because I can't. I love it. Something there. Or like it's like So now let me rotate. Well, that's another.
No, when I repeat for something. I was giving those to the other fellows to get on the door. It's really weird. It's not going. And I just. Why, what's going to do from this?
Like little comments.
Right.
Yes. Well, if you like to, you did something. All right, can I just hand you that? Now we'll do that on the left side or the right side? I just work here, I work on this side, because we can all players there. Yeah. Okay, so I'll first off you on the left. Well, as we're just making our way, so it's not a, you're up now.
There's enough room here to pass.
Yeah, we're gonna stick, because the chair, we're gonna stick it right here.
Okay, that makes sense.
He's gonna sit on that thing. Well, we should. Try this. I'm gonna see if you can sit on that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just move it over here.
Yep.
Work.
No, I got my foot forward. I can kick it with this one.
Okay, I was gonna say, like.
Yeah, right.
So can this go a bit closer with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, how close do you want me to it?
Let me do a quick check right now.
Okay.
When you want to get up, are you gonna be over there?
Yep.
Once you're done. Okay.
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody this morning? We're doing a testing. Is that close enough? One more time.
Hey, Deb, can you hear her okay?
Can you hear me, Jeff? All righty.
There.
We're good. Can I just leave my papers here?
Yeah.
Okay.
In case I'm not here.
Yeah.
If you want me to stand in, I can look at you.
I knew that.
I tried the.
Well, there you go, Mom. When you're done, probably not. When you're done,
Checking the floor mic, checking the floor mic, floor mic check,
need help.
check, write me a big check.
You're good? You're set up?
What are you gonna say?
Okay, that's great. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I finished my yogurt, but.
You don't want me
So the confirmation of the expenses, that's just really a resolution.
Right. Just need a motion. Chief council. 26 Yeah. All right. Around here, around up. Yeah.
You got moved.
I got what?
You got moved. I'm going to sit on this side.
Oh, okay.
I put your stuff on the right hand side there.
Oh, okay.
No, he meant the other side.
Oh, I'm over there. Okay.
That is your stuff, eh?
I don't even know.
Wherever your stuff is.
Someone stole your chair, Joe.
Hey,
Someone stole your chair.
Oh, no, they didn't.
oh, you're right. I'm over here. Why supposed to?
Oh, you're-
Yeah, that's why they just moved it. And moved it over to the other side, so it's all-
Wires on this side.
No.
Yeah, hey, yeah.
And so after the confirmation.
So. Stationary sorting? Stationary there or, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you want your face, but you kind of.
And you got a check for next to.
Yeah.
But try to keep on people. Is there any identifying marks? Is there any like identifying marks?
Okay, roads open where. Look around the small here. But I think works, they were right, ripped it all apart. Yeah. Yeah.
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Yeah. Shakel.
Shakel. That's it. I want to make sure I didn't butcher it right there.
Oh, yeah, no, that's
Oh,
okay.
shit. Okay. Just want to know you're doing a good job.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
A little announcement that we were asked to announce that some of the cars parked along the edge are a little close to the road, so if we can push it just a little off the road, that'd be great. Otherwise, we don't want you to get hit if someone comes around the corner there. So
If they can move the ones that are parked in front of the fence that juts out, because the summer camp parents can't see around the corners.
yeah, what
It
she
doesn't
said.
Park, so they need to park in there.
Yeah, so there we go. If any of you are parked over there on the fence line, move it either in or change your spot. So we can all be safe. And in honor of you, Graham Steve, I made 1,000 pancakes last night for your running. I was tossing and turning all night.
Oh, of course.
Tossing and turning all night, Frank.
Yeah, I'm going
Didn't work because I slept like a baby. I was crying all night.
Okay.
It'll get started in about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, great, you've done that side.
I did. move over.
Yeah, great, yeah, just wanted to make sure, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm like. There's enough room, okay, cool.